Hello and welcome to my channel. My brothers, who God has blessed, no one can curse. For decades, the name Asari Dokubo has been tied to controversy. The fact is that Assari is not afraid to speak bluntly, even if it burns bridges. Assari has insulted, he has accused, and he has, without hesitation, pointed fingers at Igbo. But in this video, I don't know when they made this video. In this particular video, the same mouth that once poured out venom is now speaking words of truth and even calling for an apology to the Igbo nation. My people, this is no small matter.
That the seed of fears had been sown some years ago, probably immediately after the Civil War ended. That brings me to the question of the abundant property, the so-called abundant property. What's your take on this?
My dear brother, abundant property is very, very unfortunate. It ought not have happened in the first place. There was no need for anybody to have taken the property of the Igbos. And we have to do restitution and we have to apologize to them. People just lie. You can tell a lie, but one day the truth will come out. You can continue to lie every day. You lie the truth. That hey, the Igbos went to ACB, which belonged to all of us, and collected money and built the houses. They don't have paper to the land. None of them have papers. This one, that one, yes. We took the property. Go to Port Harcourt today. 90% of those abandoned properties have been returned to the Igbos. They bought it back. We took from them. They bought it back. 70% of the total real estate in Port Harcourt are owned by the Igbos today. 70%. Go to the market, over 90% of the shades which rivers people collect are occupied by Igbos. All the lock-up stores in Oguna Valley, everywhere, are occupied by the Igbos. Did they also use a spiritual ACB to come and collect this thing? Go to Uyo Central Market. 90% of the shades are not Igbo people shades.
Yeah.
Go to are they not Igbo people shades? Go to Calabar Watch Market, are they not Igbo people shades? You come to Inekwa, we just went to buy something at General Supermarket. He's owned by an Igbo man. The people selling their Igbos. Did they use the ACB to collect it? So why are we lying? They said that the Igbos killed our people. I don't know the family structure in Ibibio land. But I know that in Calabar we have war canoe houses. My father's father, mother, where he come Yuridia, is from the young Judge Goodluck family, the Akabo Barango Goodluck house area. So if somebody sees me on the road, and I introduce myself, Melford Dokubo Goodluck, the first thing the person will say, which Goodluck are you? I said, yeah, I'm Melford's son. Which Melford? I said, Melford, the son of Dokubo. Oh, Dokubo the postmaster, the son of Oyudia, a member of Akabo's house. It's very easy. So where are the people that were killed in Abonima? Who are they? Are they the Chibok girls? Are they both? Because if you now say Ankyo Oprom brings, everybody knows who Oprom is. It's not an easy something to find somebody in Calabar, but they keep on telling this lie. They cannot tell us the people that were killed in Bukma by Biafra, the people that were killed in Abonima by Biafra, the people that were killed in Bakana by Biafra. Don't they have family? If I go to Biafra like this, if I go to Bakana like this, I stand like this. I say I'm going to Shalipolo. Charlie Igbanimo will break compound. Igbanimo, the son of Komagolia, the son of Odum Baiboy, Odum Baiboy, the son of Awu. I think these fears are justified. I don't think so. We all saw what the Igbos did for Goodluck. Igbos have been contesting presidency. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe contested in 1979. I was old enough. In 1983, I was old enough. Our people did not vote for Nnamdi Azikiwe. Ojukwu contested for presidency our people did not vote. Rivers and Cross River and later Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Bayelsa did not vote. But Goodluck Jonathan came and contested presidency. The whole of the Igbo people give all their vote and their support to Goodluck Jonathan. That shows that we are the problem. They are not the problem. We are the people who want to apologize to them. They are not. Whatever crime they've committed against us, whatever sin they've committed against us, they pay restitution by supporting Goodluck. There was no single Igbo senator. Before this Mango INEC something they are doing, all Igbo senators were no single APC Igbo senator. No single APC House of Rep member. Before the by-election and so on, they took power, manipulated INEC and gave themselves vote and used the court to justify in this thing. That clearly shows that if there was any sin, which I can't find, which I cannot find, they have paid restitution for it.
Like I said, we may not know the exact date of this recording, but the irony cannot be ignored. Imagine, the same lips that stirred controversy, insulted our fathers and mothers, are now admitting the wrongs done to us were unjust and should never have happened. That is it. And this is the case with Nigerians. By the amount of that thing where they talk about Igbo people, then go they repair them with their mouth. Now, Assari, when I think he was with an interviewer, he was asked plainly about the abandoned property. He said it was unfortunate. In case you don't know about the abandoned property, after the Civil War in 1970, the government of Rivers State declared properties left by fleeing Igbos as abandoned, in case you don't know. And these properties were seized, sold, or handed over to others without compensation. And this is actually part of the reason many of these people do not want reconciliation. Because they are looking at, how can we, reconciliation is like surrendering back distance to these guys. So many will not want reconciliation because of these guys. Reconciliation means give me back my thing. You understand? There's a lie about this ACB bank whatsoever. I had the jealous spewing what he doesn't know. Igbo invaded, they kept, as at that time, they have kept $5 billion in a bank in it. Can you imagine? So, let's go back to this abandoned property. By seizing those property, it was not just an economic blow. It was a deliberate attempt to cripple a people who had already lost so much. Imagine at that particular point in time, where are these Igbos that have already, they lost the war, they are struggling to come back, and what would have been their foothold for a while is taken away. Imagine. So, what is happening now? The same Igbos who these things were seized from, these same Igbos are now buying back these properties at full price. You heard what Assari said. The very properties that were taken from them, that were stolen from them. Assari has so much information. Forget that some of the times he does whatever he likes. He had so much in him. So, as he spewed it, so it is. Today, as Assari himself admits, Igbos dominate trade in South-South. From Ikote Beneo to Yenagoa, from Port Harcourt to the smallest fishing town. The heartbeat of commerce carries an Igbo rhythm. In Oleba Onasu, Igbo, Igbo, Igbo. Nyaka na-agwa ụfọdụ ndị Nigeria. Inene ka Igbo si eme. Unu ewelu nwayọ setụrụ with ndị Igbo. Ife na-eme n'ahụ ndị Igbo. Success ndị Igbo. The rhythm. Ọ dịghị ordinary. Ọ dịghị ordinary. Malukwe ebe ndị a si bịa n'aga ka esi pụta. So this is not by chance. It is the result of resilience, discipline, and unshakable belief that no matter the setback, tomorrow can be better. It is something that has been planted in Ndi Igbo divinely. Yes. And Ndi Igbo has believed this is in them. And that is why they survive anywhere. Now, one of the most damaging accusations of the war was Igbos murdered their own people in certain Niger Delta towns. Assari has rejected that. In fact, Assari named specific lineages in Abonema, in Karabari. He was mentioning all the towns he knows. Not a single life from those families were taken by Igbos. So the lies should stop. Sometimes we don't agree with Assari in many things most of the time, but it is not that he doesn't have information. He has information, but it depends on how he chooses to, or what he chooses to do with the information. So, based on what Assari said and what we already know, history has been twisted for decades to justify hostility. And when the truth comes out, especially from unexpected voices, it is usually unadorned, powerful. Another one, Assari also reminds the nation that Igbo stood firmly behind Jonathan. Yes, Igbo supported Jonathan as if, some people are saying the middle name of Jonathan is Ebele. He's Igbo. He's not Igbo. Ijo is not Igbo. But Igbo gave him the support. You understand? And Assari decried, he felt bad during the time Nnamdi Azikiwe contested the election, Ojukwu contested the election. Their people did not support Igbos. No. So he felt bad. Meanwhile, I like how one of our brothers has explained this. Igbos support people not because of ethnicity, no. They look at what can this person deliver. So their support for Jonathan is not really because he's from, it could be part, but then they are looking at who will save the nation. So in his own words, Asari Dokubo says they need to apologize to Igbos. Not just for politics, not just for the war, but for the lies, the policies, and the deliberate attempt to keep the Igbo people and their spirit down. So they need to apologize. Now, let us be clear. An apology, no matter how public, will not erase the pain of the past. But words like this show that even those who once opposed us as the are beginning to face the truth. The question is, will they back those words with action? Will property be returned? Will the economic barriers be broken? Or will this simply be another speech that fades into the air? Now, for my Igbo brothers, the lesson is clear. Our progress has never depended on the permission of other people. Ndi Igbo. Hey! You don't need other people's permission to survive. Despite the economic stagnation of our region in Nigeria, we are still. We have been blessed by God. Who God has blessed, no one can curse. No propaganda, no government policy can change that. No propaganda. I had to face singer. Blessing is unless no Igbo chọrọ ịdị n'ala. Onwe ife ọ chọrọ ime. But we must also document our history. We must also correct falsehoods and demand justice where it is due. So Ndi Igbo, what do you think of Asari Dokubo's statement? Is it a genuine change of heart or simply a convenient truth to speak at, I don't know the time they did that video, but if Assari has said this and will be saying something else somewhere, na sabi. But we know that Assari knows the truth. Drop your thoughts on the comments, share this video, and please don't fail to subscribe. Let the conversation spread. And remember, here on IGBO AREA TV, we tell the truth about our people loud and clear. I am Azuka OJ. Bye-bye for now.